Okay, good morning class. So today we're looking at trigonometric ratios again. We're looking at the examples for exercise 7.9. We're going to look at the reduction formulae. The formula with angles that are greater than 360 degrees. Okay, so it ties into our previous lesson as well. But here we just got the reduction itself, that is positive or negative, those angles here. As you can see, 540 or 810. We're looking at the examples, which is on page 242. So I'll put part 1 for page 242. Okay. This is for exercise 7.9, and exercise 7.9 is on page 243. Okay. So the instruction says for each of the following, write each of the following, as a trigonometric ratio of x. So let's look at number 1. In number 1 we have tan of 540 degrees minus x. Okay. So what do we do with that 540? Subtract 360 from it. Not so. So it's going to be 540 minus 360. So that's the same as 180 minus x. Can you see that, people? So that is going to be tan 180 minus x. So we ask ourselves, okay? We've got all stations to clear one. That is 180. 180 minus is in which quadrant? Second quadrant. Is tan positive or negative in the second quadrant? Negative. Is negative 10. You guys understand? Anya, what are you busy with? You're busy with math, but you're not letting me know this. Huh? You're gonna. Right, number 2. So you got sine of 810 degrees minus x. So what do we do with it 810? You subtract 360. So 810 minus 360. 450. Again, subtract 360. Which is 90. So that's going to be simply sine of 90 minus x. So there's your 90 degrees. Not so. 90 minus takes you to quadrant 1. Minus in this direction. Quadrant 1. Is sine positive or negative? Positive. What changes to? Why was it changed to cos? Your co-ratio there. You guys understand? From 90 and 270, sine changes to cos. Cos changes to sine. The third one, number 3. You got tan of 720. So what do I do? Subtract 360. So 720 minus 360. 360. So it's simply 360 plus x is in quadrant 1. Is tan positive or negative? Positive. So it's just tan x. You guys understand? Otherwise, if you wanted to subtract 360 again, you would have gotten 0 plus x, which has gone straight into this here. Either or, you would have gotten a full mark. Will you guys understand? So any confusion? Now you're going to look at the second part of these examples, also on page 241. Reduction formula with negative angles. Reduction formula with negative angles. The question says, write each of the following as a trigonometric ratio of x. Well, what do you notice here it is now? Negative. So what do I do? Add 360. You see that? So that is simply negative 180 plus 360, which is 180. So that is simply cos 180 plus. The answer sounds okay. We've got all stations to Claremont, that is 180. That is 360 and 0. So 180 plus x is in which quadrant? 3. Is cos positive or negative? Negative cos of? Look at number 2. Number 2, we got sine of negative 900 minus x. Negative 900 minus x. So where do I start? So negative 900 plus 360. Negative 540 plus 360. Negative 180 plus 360 gives us 180. So that is simply sine of 180 minus x. Which quadrant is this in? 180 minus is quadrant 2. Sine positive or negative? Positive. Changes to sine of. Alright, any confusion there? Huh? And of course, number 3. We've got tan of 540 minus x times cos negative 180 minus x. So where do I start? You subtract 360 from there, and then we add 360 to it. Not so? So we say 540 minus 360 gives us 180. So it's going to be tan of 180 minus x times cos. If I add 360 to this, what do I get? 180 minus x. Okay. 180 minus x is in which quadrant? Quadrant 2. Is tan positive or negative? So it's negative tan of x times. 180 minus x, which quadrant? Second quadrant. Is cos positive or negative? Negative. What's negative times negative? Positive. So that ultimate answer is going to be positive. Okay? But what can happen to tan? Can be written as sine over cos. Okay. It's going to be sine x over cos x times cos x over. So the cos's cancel. Leaves you with. Okay. Is there any confusion there? Sorry? No. Okay. So you guys had to do 7.9 for homework? Alright. Was there any issues in number 1? Any issues in number 1 for 7.9? Number 2? Okay, what were the issues in exercise 7.9 number 2? Sorry? 2. Okay, so we got sine of negative 360 plus x minus cos squared x over sine minus x. People, this is how it comes in the exam basically. Okay. They put it all together like this. Alright. So let's go. It goes, takes you to all stations to Claremont diagram. This is going to be 180 there. So what do I do with this negative 360? If I add 360, what do I get here? 0. So that is the sine of x. Okay, minus cos squared remains cos squared over. What happens to negative x? Add 360. So what is that now going to read? Sine 360 minus x. Which quadrant is this in? Fourth quadrant. Sine positive or negative? Negative. Now that negative makes this negative a positive. So that's naturally over 1. What's my LCM? Sin x. So this must be multiplied by sin x. This must be multiplied by 1. What's sin x times sin x? Sin squared x plus cos squared x times 1. What is sin squared x plus cos squared x? It's 1 over. Oh, it's an x. Where did you guys go wrong? Sorry?
I said it's 5.
Sorry?
So for sine,
Yeah?
I said negative 360 plus 360, and then I got 0, and then
Yeah.
I added 360 again.
So then you got 360 plus x.
Yes, sir.
Then 360 plus x is in the first quadrant. Sine is positive.
Yes, sir.
Anyway. Is that the only mistake you made? Anybody else has a problem number 2?
See, sir.
2C. So here we have tan of 150. No, 540. Tan of 540 minus x times cos minus x times sine 50. Right. So 540, I subtract 360, what do I get? 180. Yeah, add 360, then I get 360 minus x, not so?
Yes, sir.
Right, so tan 180 minus x is in which quadrant? 2. Is tan positive or negative?
Negative.
So it's negative tan x times. Cos 360 minus x, which quadrant? 4. Cos positive or negative? Cos x times. Sine of 360 and 30. Special angles 1, 2, 3. Sine of 30. Oh. The ultimate answer is going to be negative. Tan can be written as sin x over cos x times cos x over 1 times 1 over 2. This cancels, not so. There's going to be negative sin x over 2 or negative half sin x. Okay. The problem is number 3. Number 4. Number 5. 3G. So 4 and 5 is no problem. Okay. I think Billy says quick no, because she already came to ask about the question. Surprising. 3G. And this is going to be the last one for this video. So we got the sine of 360 minus x times cos 300 times cos negative 180 plus x all over sine minus x times sine 90 plus x. And this is equal to negative r. So of course this is going to be an identity, not so. So So this is the left hand side. So you say LHS is equal to. Now 360 minus x is in which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. Sign positive or negative? So it's negative sign x times 300. No? How do we get in? Which quadrant is 300? 4. So it's going to be cos 360 minus 60 times. So add 360 to that? 180 plus x. Cos of 180 plus x, which quadrant? Third quadrant. Is cos positive or negative? It's negative cos x over. Negative angle, we add 360, so that's going to read 360 minus x. Which quadrant is that in? 4. Sign positive or negative? Negative sin x times 90 plus, which quadrant? Second quadrant. Is the sign positive or negative? What changes to? Why must it change? Co-ratio. Okay. Negative, negative, negative. What's our ultimate answer? Negative. Sine cancel sine. Cos cancel cos. So 360 minus x is in which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. Cos positive or negative? Positive. No? It's going to be cos of 60. Now that positive times this negative is negative. Cos of 60 is special angles. Cos is adjacent of hypotenuse. So it's going to be okay, which is equal to the right hand side. Okay. Right, for homework. Full lesson can be found in the description box below.